Ya yo everyone, Dr. Jace Attorney here, formerly known as Ajax the Mister. We are hopping straight into My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 15. Last episode, the next arc started properly. We're kicking off things to a great start. Got a little bit of mystery going on with Hawks and what his, end game is in all of this. But obviously, he's working for the heroes. He's just playing a lot of sides to save the day, so to speak. And I could see his little wing right here in the clip. You can see it kind of like flying over a little bit. So the scene's gonna start with Hawks, but yeah, really excited to see where this arc is gonna go. I need some clarification on the Liberation Army. I'm not really sure who they're referring to, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get My Hero Academia episode 15 of season 5 underway in 3, 2, 1. There he goes. The glistening feathers in the wind. Status report. I'm working hard spreading liberation ideology. Oh, someone caught up. Did you read it thoroughly? But you also get the Destroness. Okay, so this is the Liberation Army. Okay, no, they're villains. Okay, yeah, I remember him. Sure, it's not hard. Billboard, likey, liberation ideology will spread quickly. Base of teens and 20-somethings would be great for us. There's TOGA. Working really hard. Not even on the commission's radar yet. City incident, but the troops are doing their jobs as well. Oh my god. That's right, she had an obsession with him. They haven't grown much. Good work. Oh my god, he left it there. Fear swings can deduce the type of sound based on vibration. In 4 months. Oh. Hello. I don't know why I thought the Liberation Army was the group that he was going to in the house. That's just 4 months. What city are we in? Okay, Endeavor. The dog bowl. I gotta know what his dog is. Liberation Army. It's a Liberation Army. I guess that's the part that threw me off, not knowing who they were, because they said they were in the hundreds of thousands. And it's like, the League of Villains don't have that many characters. And when I think of League of Villains, I'm thinking of, the usuals, like Shigaraki, Toga, the mains. Shigaraki planning. So that's why I got confused in the last episode. But now it's clear, it's crystal, we know who they are. My wings closed, I can't hear them from as far away. It's still not sure about more information. I'll send a signal. He is, man. He is. He's telling him to beat it, punk. We just surrounded this place right now. Now I need to think of the fastest way. Detailed numbers of liberation located over the concealed sites across the country. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. We don't do it that. More manpower. Oh, hello. They are. They are. Sure about that. I like her hair, man. It looks so nice. Working with us. What I expected. Oh. Continue through. Okay. Haven't grown much. Okay. That's nice to know. That's where Tsukuyomi got the development. Tokoyami. We're just getting still frames of all the heroes that we've seen until now. Great. Was that guy a toothpaste dispenser? What was that? The way the villains want. I hope we all be smiling. The symbolism of cherry blossoms falling. Burning, quick blazing hair. Train you 3. That's what I hoped. Is that a gym? Tell me about yourselves. They're just gonna be pumping iron. So you hurt yourself. Oh my god, Bakugou, come on. Or at least just about as much as I can tolerate. It's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot, man. Bakugou. Poor. Let's go, man. That's perfect. Yeah! Exposition! Analyzing yourself. You want to constantly be able. You're fighting. Just plain and simple, straight to the point. Watch your fight. You have a wonderful quirk. Pressure by flicking your fingers. Ah, he even noticed that early on. Oh. Interesting. What I can't do. Gives you everything I wanted. Teamwork, dedication. Wow, you still need to press the number 1 hero. That's interesting. You wouldn't get that from Bakugou before. He's actually acknowledging he has weaknesses, but he wants to know what they are. Aren't you here to learn Flash Fire, the most OP technique? That was a kid. Almighty. Fledgling hero. Oh, okay. This could be number 1. Nice. Nice. Very powerful, very powerful. Can't forget before you did to mom. It's not going to be an overnight thing. Sorry, Endeavor. Heroes. I'm sure when the arc progresses, we will get a little bit more of that openness with him, with Todoroki and Endeavor. My heroes focus on either rescue or fighting in their agencies. Okay. Oh, that would be a goal. That's interesting. All right, got to get ahead of him. I thought I'm not in a hurry. I was getting my quirk at age 15. He was a little bit behind. For me to control one for all. Bro, that's great. I still can't grasp that. 6 more quirks. His biggest turn the corner and is heading east. Oh, he kind of looks like the sound guy, sound hero. I know it's not him, but his hairstyle and the headphones. Whoo! Think you could read that? I couldn't. Very petty. Comes up whenever he's sped up. Oh, maybe he might utilize it. Ah, okay. Long game. Gotta keep up, man. Gotta go. Dash. I like that. Hey, there's my boy. Can I split up the work? To be able to do everything by themselves. Bakugou. Movements are fast. Yeah, man, real talk. Bakugou, you gotta make a better excuse. Class. Real talk. Yes, there's my boy. He's yelling at the driver. I'm dead. Oh my god. Keep repeating this until you can do one of those things without thinking. You're far away there with bow. Practice precision. Extent. Okay, so he's got to learn how to do Air Force too then, before he goes to the whip. Almighty. Wow. Got the recap. We need it. I like that angle of him. Go beyond. One thing at a time. I like that. So another pretty decent episode of My Hero Academia. Again, Deku, Bakugou, and Todoroki basically progressing a little bit more in their work study with Endeavor. And I like the lesson Endeavor is basically teaching these students because they're each getting something different out of their work study, even though they're basically learning under the same person. Todoroki's is specifically having to do with propulsion. And I do like that they're starting to incorporate more of his abilities into what Endeavor's essentially is, where when he flies, he's basically propelling himself with a crap ton of flames coming out of his feet, his ass, whatever. So now Todoroki, since he's always had that ice skating ability, now he's going to be likely incorporating the flame propulsion to allow him to go even faster. So he'll be skating and propelling himself with flames, and that's just going to increase his speed even more. So that aspect is really cool. Bakugou specifically wants to know what his weaknesses are, and I said it in the episode, but I think it's really nice to see how his character has grown since then, because season 1 Bakugou would not come up to anyone and say, I want to know what I'm weak against. I want to know what I need to improve on. Because season 1 Bakugou was on top of the world. He thought he was the ace of the class. He was the strongest. And in many ways, he kind of was. But seeing Bakugou now in season 5, and him basically learning, hey, I'm great at a lot of things, but I know I still have a long way to go to be number 1. And I know in order to do that, I need to know what my weaknesses are. I need to know what I need to improve on. And I like that he was able to verbally communicate that without, some other character on the side, Deku, coming out and saying, oh, Bakugou, I think this is what you're trying to say. No, Bakugou came out, said it himself, knows what he wants, and I think that's great character development. I think that's fantastic to see him grow like that. But then at the same time, when he's kind of excusing himself a little bit with Endeavor, when he's saying, oh, in the winter, I need to build up my explosions a little bit longer. Endeavor's like, listen, man, real world scenario, if there's like a bomb gonna go off somewhere, the bomb is not gonna give you a handicap because, it's the winter time, so Bakugou needs time to build up. You need to get past the excuses and get on it. Find a way, learn what you need to improve on, but you cannot be using this excuse of, oh yeah, the winter. Obviously the winter's not the main example, but it's, kind of like a metaphor to other things that Bakugou might excuse himself from. If he falls short of something, he might say, oh, that happened because of A, B, and C. Endeavor saying, bro, listen, you've got to stop that. You cannot do that, especially in this scenario where it's life or death, because it's not a grade. It's not points on a grade this time. It could be someone's life. And I like the example how they immediately tie that into him basically stopping a truck from hitting someone walking on the crosswalk. So I like that aspect of it. Really, really nice. And then Deku kind of had a change or a shift in perspective. He immediately thought he needed to learn this new ability, this new quirk, which is the Black Whip, because he just got it, and he's like, oh man, I got 6 more. I have, wait, is it 6 in total that he has, or is it 6 after this one? Either way, he has a crap ton of quirks he needs to master, and one of them has manifested themselves right now. So he's like, oh, I got to get on top of this. I got to master it, and I got to keep going. Endeavor is basically telling him, kind of like the subtitle at the end of the episode that I really liked. It said one thing at a time. Endeavor's like, bro, slow down. Right now, you can do full cowling without thinking. and that's good. That, I mean, it took a couple seasons to do that, but you're learning, you're progressing. And now the next thing you need to learn is Air Force. Air Force, you still need to think about it, but you need to get to the point with Air Force that you are with full cowling, where you don't have to think about it. It's just natural instinct. You're just, doing the moves without having to think. And I like the analogy he made to, like, for example, someone driving a car. There's a lot of different processes and mechanics when someone's driving a car. The foot on the gas pedal, the brakes, the steering wheel, the rear view mirrors, turning there's like a lot of different pieces that go into driving as something as simple as a vehicle that we don't really think about, but it involves a lot of little processes that ultimately allow us to drive a vehicle. So Endeavor's like, hey, listen, you should not be jumping into not full cowling, Black Whip just yet. You need to be focusing on the stuff you haven't mastered yet and let that accumulate to the point where you could do everything all together at once. Because, man, if we get to the point in My Hero where Deku is just full berserk mode, like full cowling, Air Force, Black Whip, plus 6 other quirks, we're in the end game, baby. That's going to be something hype as hell to see, and I'm sure anyone is going to want to see that. So that's really exciting to see. And of course, we got some clarification on the Liberation Army. Liberation Army is more of the villain characters. You got Toga in there. You got the guy that I forgot some of their abilities, but like one of them can turn like matter into like little balls, or like marbles, whatever. And yeah, basically the villains are in there. They're the Liberation Army, and they have this grand plan that's gonna basically ignite all of Japan in 4 months. I imagine it's probably not gonna take all of season 5 to get to that point. That's probably gonna bleed into the next season, but I could be wrong. We still have 16 through 25, assuming there's 25 episodes, 24. So 4 months could pass in that time span. We don't know. And we might get an end arc where Liberation Army is going bananas on Japan. So nice to see that that's developing. Nice to see that Endeavor was able to decrypt Hawks' encrypted message. And overall, yeah, I like this episode of My Hero, progressing the plot a little bit, and we have a lot to look forward to. But let me know what you all think in the comments below. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you like the development of all 3 of the powerhouses of Class 1A? And were you a little bit saddened that Todoroki was not there for one-on-one building up, opening up to his father? He's there to use him to learn more abilities on his own. Obviously, Todoroki has every reason to despise his father, and, it's not going to happen overnight. He's not going to all of a sudden be like, Daddy, like he's not going to be like that character. He's not. He really isn't. But hey, Endeavor realized he's like, okay, he's here to gain something from me, not necessarily to be father-son material or anything, but hey, we might have that by the end of the arc. Who knows? But let me know what you all think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the review/reaction, click the thumbs up next to me right here. Helps the channel a lot more than you know. And click subscribe and the dumbbell so you stay up to date whenever I go live next time. I'm Dr. Jason Journey, folks, formerly known as Ajax the Mister. Court is now adjourned. Signing off, guys, and take care.